Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
There have been 3 deadly crashes around Sioux Falls in just 3 days. The most recent one involves 2 people who were hit standing outside of their cars on the side of North Cliff Avenue.
While they were trying to fix a tow rope, 21-year-old Dominic Anning struck 51-year-old Michael James and 29-year-old Sharina Jones. They were pronounced dead at the scene.
I don't think he knew that people were involved in that because he wasn't looking at the road. So, I mean, this is another one. Obviously, drinking is not a good thing to be drinking and driving, but this also shows the importance of paying attention to the roadway.
Anning was arrested and charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide, his second DWI, and looking at his phone while driving. Another crash late Saturday night killed a motorcyclist when he crashed into the side of a car. Witnesses say the biker was going up to 70 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone on 57th Street. Police say a car was trying to turn left when the motorcyclist hit them. One man was arrested after authorities say drugs were found in his vehicle during a traffic stop over the weekend. The Edmonds County Sheriff's Office says it happened near Mina, South Dakota on Saturday. Authorities say the man tried to run on foot but was tased and caught. The vehicle was searched and a loaded gun was found.
A large amount of drugs were also found, including under 600 grams of meth, under 100 grams of cocaine, and over 30 grams of heroin. The Sheriff's Office says the man is facing a total of 25 charges. An employee with the Sioux Falls School District has been fired after a Facebook post she made in response to the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. In the post, Cassandra Olson says, "Shoot, if only he would have had his scope sighted correctly."
According to the school district's website, she was a special behavior facilitator at Ben Rifle Middle School. She also apologized for her actions, saying in her statement, quote, "It isn't a great example of who I am and what I truly believe as a person."
Now let's check in with meteorologist Brian Karstens. A few degrees cooler today, Brian.
Yes, a few degrees cooler and watching some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity as well. Here's your forecast. Temperature at Sioux Falls today at 78, 75 in Brookings, 79 in Aberdeen. We do expect these 30% chances and even 40% chances of rain to stick around into the afternoon. It'll be warmer, though, in Rapid City today with a high of 89. That's a quick look at the weather. We'll detail Futurecast and look at the 7 days all coming up.
Thank you, Brian. A group of South Dakotans attending the Republican National Convention say it's an exciting place to be. The former chairman of the South Dakota Republican Party, Dan Lederman, says the group was excited when J.D. Vance of Ohio was announced as Trump's choice for vice president.
Attorney General Marty Jackley is also in Milwaukee for the convention. He is one of the 3 South Dakota electors for the November election.
With the announcement of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as the Republican vice presidential choice, there's a lot of discussion and feeling of unity after the events in Pennsylvania. Certainly the Republicans are united and hopefully the country's united. It's a good feeling here at the Republican convention.
Vance is set to speak on Wednesday. Former President Donald Trump will address the crowd Thursday night. Huset's Speedway is set to host 4 nights of racing this week with the 14th annual Silver Dollar Nationals. As the drivers and fans make their way to Brandon, construction continues on Huset's Speedway's new headquarters atop the hill.
The Big Game Motorsports team has already moved into the shop area, while the Huset staff will move in sooner than later.
It's just nice to have a place to go to, especially in the wintertime. You know, it would be nice to have our offices up here and, you know, have the race team and everything together in one building. So just really looking forward to getting the transition. It'll probably happen for us after the race season. We're kind of busy right now with everything going on and trying to get everything transitioned.
Johnson says the showroom remains a work in progress, but will eventually be open to the public. As for this week, the Silver Dollar Nationals start Wednesday night with the Tri-State Late Models and continue Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
An SDSU student is making a name for himself, not in the classroom, but rather on the stage.
20-year-old Isaac McFarland has been playing piano and guitar for much of his young life and now performs at places like the Icon Lounge.
I've been performing for a little over a year, about a year and a half, I think. It's been a riot ever since I started.
McFarland has written a few of his songs like Understand. He's majoring in music entrepreneurship at SDSU.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather update today. Well, there are thunderstorms in the forecast. Looks like some severe weather is possible. The level 1, that marginal risk here across our southern counties, mainly south of I-90, headed into Nebraska, and it's a level 2, that's that slight risk zone there around O'Neill. We're tracking the rain currently, and again, the main focus here has actually been a little bit closer to Mobridge or even west. So yeah, some of that can drift to Aberdeen, but I would probably argue a little bit with that and say we're probably looking at more of a push toward Pierre and Gettysburg, and then kind of taking that diagonal along the Missouri River Valley. But certainly east is also a fair chance of at least some scattered rain as we head through 12 o'clock, and Sioux Falls will be part of that discussion a little bit more this afternoon. So just keep a close eye on the weather to your northwest. That'll dictate a lot of the rain chances here today. Rapid City, you're in about a 20% chance of rain. You're not quite as hot either. That's a 6 o'clock weather map, and you'll notice there's bigger storms bubbling up in Nebraska, and that is still anticipated as the heat of the day and the humidity a little higher there. Lack of humidity tomorrow. We're going to usher in a bigger piece of Canadian air, and that'll keep our highs in the 70s east, 80s west. Mainly dry. Should be a really nice Wednesday outlook. Even most of Thursday is looking pretty good. The next round of rain in the extended forecast is probably coming our way, I would centered more on Friday. So there's a review of, again, what's going on today. Again, these scattered hits of rain will be out there. High pressure tomorrow kind of settles over Grand Forks, and Wednesday afternoon, that'll be our fair weather maker for most of the region. And then Thursday, that's also the case. But certainly by Friday, we've got an area of low pressure that's trying to develop here in western South Dakota. And you could certainly generate some scattered rain with that type of a system. A little uptick in the humidity, too. And that's exactly what we see there Friday night into Saturday, and our 7-day forecast tries to kind of match those trends. Upper 70s today, Sioux Falls and Mitchell. That's a pretty fair day. Warmer there in the west, 89 degrees in Rapid City. 7-day forecast, as noted, it's about a 40% chance of rain on Saturday. Don't cancel your plans. It's not a washout, but it is something to be aware of. We could be looking at maybe more of a signature Friday night and Saturday morning at this point. So we still have plenty of time to watch the timing details on that. Aberdeen in the northeast, we're also wanting to at least carry some 20% chances of rain in your forecast. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s, so maybe a little warmer at times. Here in central South Dakota, looking at mid to upper 80s, so yeah, warm forecast. By July levels, though, that's kind of what we expect. And those chances of rain is noted for Friday and Saturday. And Rapid City will also pick up some storm chances on Friday. After a brief warm-up into the low 90s, I think we'll settle back and then head back to the 80s this weekend. More coverage online at KETHLELAND.com.